Hi there, I'm Jip from Salvos in Leeds, and I thought I'd show you today how to make a pretty nourishing plate of food with a few ingredients. So I've got one carrot, one potato, a bit of onion and spaghetti. I'm going to use half of that at the most to do a nice big pot, and some beans. So the first thing I'm going to do is chop the onion. So when you've got a few ingredients, it's all about getting the best flavour out of them. So this onion I am going to cook in some olive oil. Some oil, there we go. So that is going to cook.
Do you always have to use olive oil?
No, it doesn't have to be olive oil. It can be vegetable oil, it can be lard, it can be a bit of butter, it can be margarine. Just some kind of fat to fry the onions. Now the secret of making a tasty dish is the length of time you cook your base ingredient, and in this case these onions. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to cook them low and slow for 5 to 10 minutes. So we've been going down this, as you can see, they're nice and soft and they just start to take a little bit of colour. Now if you find the browning too early, because you do have to cook them slowly, the easy thing to do is put a bit of water in, and you just let that evaporate again. Okay, we've got that going beautiful. So the next part of this, that's our base ready. Got the kettle on. There we go. That's our base for our lovely pasta fagioli. So that is our base, and we are now going to put some salt in. Look at that. So it's got to have a nice little bit of salt in. There's 5 or 6 cups of water in there. So the next thing to do is we're going to get our ingredients. So a nice quick way to do this, and I don't even bother with a knife. We can just, I grated a little bit earlier, at your grater. The carrots there. Bosh, that goes in. It's already boiling because I got the water out of the kettle. So now with this, you can dice this up if you want, but if you're a bit lazy like me, look at that, straight away. Now the starch in this potato is going to make it nice and thick. It's going to be like a thick, soupy pasta dish. And the beauty of this is the kids love this dish. So now there's my spoon. It's gone in. Now the next thing is spaghetti. So I'm going to take half, that is 250 grams. That's going to make 4 bowls of this deliciousness. So this is what we do. We get a cloth.
A clean.
Nice clean cloth. A few at a time like that. Just roll it up. And it's all there. And then we go. Excellent, it's a nice stress buster. Then that just goes straight into there. Just do the same again. Get it in there again. Roll it. And there we go, and it's all in there, and it goes in there like that. Keep that stirring. Just to lose my So as we can see, the broken spaghetti is all in there, the carrot and the potato. Now with 5 cups of water, by the time you put the carrot, the potato and everything else in, you can see how much it's getting fuller and fuller. We haven't even put the beans in yet. So one thing you've got to do is have a little taste, make sure there's enough salt in. A bit more salt in. So it's important that it's seasoned, that's what makes it tasty. I've always got the kettle on because this is getting thicker and thicker as the pasta and the potatoes release the starch. So it might need a bit more water, but look, you're just stirring away like that. You know, if you've got a bit of a cauliflower, something like that, or you've got a broccoli, you can just chop it up really thin. You throw that in as well. So when you've got the onions, then you put your water in. When it's boiling, you put your potatoes and your carrots. Then you're just going to cook that for 3 or 4 minutes while you're getting your spaghetti ready. So that's cooked for 3 or 4 minutes, then you put your pasta in. Here comes the beans. The beans, whoops, there's a tin of baked beans are going in there. There we go. Right, why am I using baked beans? Because that's what I had in the pantry. However, I can use any kind of pulses. These kidney beans are fantastic, white ones are particularly good, red kidney beans, chickpeas, all of these are great. Lots of fibre. There we go. And that's come together really nice. By the time the spaghetti's cooked, this will get thicker and thicker. Sometimes, if I've got a chicken leg, I chop that up into little pieces, raw, take the skin off, chop all meat off, and I throw that in when I've thrown my veg in, so there's little bits of chicken in, if you've got some. And if you've got some parsley, you can throw it in. If you've got a chili pepper, that's nice, but make sure it's not for the kids. The more grown-up one is to just put the chickpeas or the beans in. When you've put baked beans in, it gives it a bit of sweetness, which you may or may not like. The kids love it. It's tasting great. So that needs to cook now for about until the spaghetti's cooked, which is about another 5 minutes. So we're just going to leave that to boil away. Right, there we go. This has been boiling now. The pasta took 10 minutes to cook. Like I say, the vegetables were in for 3 or 4 minutes beforehand because they're grated. They don't take hardly any time at all. So now we're ready for service. So, this is what? Half a packet of pasta, 1 carrot, 1 tin of beans, a quarter of an onion, there we go. So look how much I've got there left. All that is still left. There's 4 plates here. So what we can do with this, now it depends what you've got in the fridge. So if you've got a bit of cheddar cheese, that's lovely grated on top. Pepper, if you've got pepper was lovely. A chili pepper, that's really nice. So this is a kind of base. What we usually do, and it depends if your kids like peas, I've always got peas in freezer. So towards the end of the cooking, just get a nice handful of peas. That's a lovely bit of colour in there as well. So there you go. There's your nice pasta dish. We call that pasta fagioli. Pasta with beans.